Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahushai, Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahushai. Kalalalium, Tawada Kabad, Hawada Habla Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which is ancient Paleo Hebrew for Brakata Yahweh is bless Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai is bless Yahushai, and Kalalalium is all praises, Kabad is honor, Ahab is love, Hawad is glory. So Yahweh being Heavenly Father's only name, in the name of Yahweh Shai, His Son's only Hebrew name, whereby we can be saved, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, Yeshua, God, Jehovah, Yahweh, etc., etc. Alright? Those are not the names, the true names are in Hebrew. I just want to come to you with another quick Hebrew lesson. The Spirit was on me to do this lesson, whereby, giving or making it accessible for certain words in the Hebrew. And this is like, I guess you could say advanced, but not too advanced, in my experience. We first read this precept. This is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 9. For then I will turn to the people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of Yahweh to serve him with one consent. All right. So the Most High has turned to his people a pure language. And pure, go back to the Hebrew word tahar, which means it's not defiled, it's not mixed with anything, all right? And Hebrew being the heavenly language, pursuant to Acts chapter 26, if I'm not mistaken, when Yahweh Shai spoke to the Apostle Paul and he said, why kickest thou against the pricks? All right? So now the Lord has returned to us a pure language, that we may all call upon the name of Yahweh to serve him in one consent. One consent, meaning that we all call on the same name. I'm not saying that the Most High has many names. He has many titles, but he has one name. All right? Let me see if I get that. I believe it's Zechariah. Where is it? 8, 23. We here at GMS, we're big on the name, because everything is about the Most High name. In Zechariah 14:9, it says, the name of Yahweh shall and Yahweh shall be king over all the earth. In that day there shall be one Lord, and his name one. Right? And what day? That day is today, as in the third day, as in the 3,000 year, the third millennium. All right, that's another lesson. All right, so let's get into this PDF here, named Hebrew Frequency Limited. Right, so it says frequency list for biblical Hebrew, with few exceptions, limited to words occurring 10 times or more, created using Accordance Bible software and Melel word processor, arranged by parts of speech, roots and forms, preceded by zero dash, our biblical Aramaic. Hebrew font is SBL Hebrew Unicode. All right, so this is in Aramaic, right? I know brothers and sisters love this, they prefer this here. All right, and this is the ancient Paleo Hebrew, right? This is Abba, Gadaha, and so forth. So as we are captive in this kingdom, we'd mostly see this font instead of this being used. However, it would be wise to learn this, or to at least become a bit more affiliated, and afterward you get a groove to it, like a week or a month of content, trying to remember the letters and so forth, or even words that you already know, and you put it in the Aramaic or the Assyrian Hebrew form. You eventually, the Spirit will put it in remembrance, and you continue to get it. But they have a 73,487 total words, right? And it's verb, and it's like to know, which is yadai. All right, let me zoom it up a little bit more. To know, which is yadai, that occurs 952 times. To carry or to lift, to take, is Nasha'a. All right, to go would be Yarad, or to go down. So like to build would be Bana. All right. So this is just quite a useful thing that we use to put together different prayers or different sentences, or if you want to a brother might ask for a word on spot, or a sister might ask for a word on spot, and you don't know it, or you don't have internet or for some reason, right? But it's just handy to have this PDF file to use our commonly used words. So like shepherd, there's a ra'ai, right? Let's see here. Look, there's to rejoice. Shamak. It's like shamak. To hate. That might be a good one. Shana'a. All right. And through this, you learn how there might be difficulties whereby you don't know certain Hebrew words, how to pronounce it. So you would know the difference. Like for example, friend and evil, one is rai and one is ra'ai, and it's the same Hebrew characters. So through the Spirit, this would help you understand the functionality of the word and so forth. All right, so let's see here. Let's go through a few. To cease to purify, and as tahar. See, as I was saying, tahar, to be clean, purify. All right, destroy. Learn would be lamad. That's the top one here. Highlight there. Lamad, to learn. And to cry out. You see, it's zaik. Yeah, zaik. Yeah, it gets to me sometimes too, so it's okay. To be wonderful would be pala'a, right? Pala'a. Or to bathe would be rakataza. Or could be raktaza. But this would just give you an idea of the word and so forth, and help you to practice and learn the Hebrew extensively and so forth. In the description, I'm going to put a link to download this Hebrew alphabet chart that I created. It has other information. It doesn't have the Assyrian in it. It's lucky, but I gotta upgrade it, Lord willing. But it has information like the name of the character, which is alap, for which number of characters is it. There's also a numeric value for each one of the characters. Is 1, I is 70, and so forth and so forth. And the meaning of the character, like first 1,000 ox, strength cattle, and I would be experience, I look, to seem, to understand, and so forth. So all this would be nice to add to. It's great to add to a collection of knowledge, when it comes to the Hebrew. So let me see here, what else. All right, so let me show you. I have also Slovakia. Let me put this back. Where is the PDF? All right, so we do this. All right, I also have them in singled out in flash form, like flashcard form. So you can print them out and cut them up big and how large you want them and whatnot. So yeah. All right, so with that, I pray that this was informative, was helpful. I pray this helped you build in the Spirit and so forth. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahar Kakwadash. Double honor to the apostles that was a great one. So on salutations on Jafar for 1,000 men. 1/3 men, women, and children elect to be saved. Shalom, Brakatah, Abat Babal.